Today, traders, we will be doing the weekly forecast for the week from the 5th of April until the 9th of April. Lovely traders, welcome back to ChrisFX. I hope you're doing great, both in life and in trading. And as you can see here, we will be doing the forecast only for the pairs that I have with green. So we have 8 currency pairs, and this time I'm gonna be starting from the daily chart because we wanna see the overall direction of each pair. So let's switch to the daily chart. And as you can see here, guys, I have been backtesting a lot as always. This is part of a strategy that I have created, and as you can see here with 1-to-1 risk to reward, the winning percentage is 60%, which is very nice. But we will be going through this data on our next video where I will be explaining which risk to reward is better. For the moment, I'm going to be deleting all of those. I have saved screenshots, so I will delete all of those to save some space and to clear my chart. And here we have EURUSD, and starting from the daily chart, we can see that we had this previous area that probably got tested once again. Again, I'm not gonna get too much technical. And here, once again, let's draw a trend line to see the direction of the price. If we connect those two major points that we see over here, it is pretty obvious that now we have switched to a downtrend. And again, I'm only trading the 1-hour chart, so let's switch down to the 1-hour chart now and let's check this one out. If we connect the major points over here, we can see that we are still in this downtrend, of course, as we saw from the daily chart, but in the short term, of course, we are in this short uptrend. Now, the beautiful thing with the way I trade, of course, I'm trading with price action. I'm not only trading with the overall trend, I will also capitalize on these small movements, not on this particular one, but generally speaking, the bias of this pair is towards the downside. Furthermore, this previous area was not broken. I'm gonna delete those lines now and those areas, and I'm gonna talk about price action. So the different scenarios are somehow like that. Let's say that we are over here. Let's draw our 50 EMA, somehow like that. If I see something like that, and if this impulse over here passes this area and closes impulsive above this area, then you know the story. I'm gonna be placing my pending order below, over here, let's say, and my stop loss somewhere around here, and I will be firstly targeting 1-to-1. Second scenario that we have is that price breaks impulsively. Of course, we are not entering back here. With my strategy, we will be waiting either for a flag pattern to be formed, and then we will be entering on the retrace over here, or a simple pattern like this one will also do it. And we will be entering right here. Again, pending order right here. Stop loss not above the area, but wherever it is best for the particular currency pair. And I know my pairs, I know where to place my stop losses. And let's say take profit 1-to-1 for the first target. And the final scenario that I can see over here, guys, let's delete all of those lines now. The other scenario is that price is gonna be consolidating between this area and this area. So it is very likely that we see choppy price action. Let's draw the 50 EMA, and we see that, and then a fake out, and then back again. And we may see this stuff happening for quite some time. If I don't have impulsive moves, I'm not gonna be entering any trade. Let's move on to AUDUSD. Starting from the daily chart once again. Again, guys, here you can see the back testing that I have done, and you see many red lines because this is for the 3-to-1 risk to reward. Otherwise, the winning percentage was 59% for a 1-to-1. Very nice strategy. This one that I have developed. I will be deleting all these things because I already have the screenshots. And again, we have common pair, the USD. I'm not gonna get too much technical here, but we can see that this uptrend got broken, and now we're probably entering a downtrend. Furthermore, another confirmation, of course, you have seen it, I'm pretty sure, this head and shoulders pattern, very clear head and shoulders. As you can see on the daily time frame, it's exceptionally strong, and it's an indication that now we're gonna be moving downwards. Let's switch down to the 1 hour time frame and check it out from here. From the 1 hour time frame, guys, again we can draw a trend line, let's say somewhere right here. Of course, we have broken this trend line above it, but this means nothing. We don't see any impulsive moves above it. Of course, we are making this reverse head and shoulders on the 1 hour time frame, but this means absolutely nothing because it is very easy for price to do that and then impulse down. And if price does that, then guess what? I'm gonna be entering on the previous area with a pending order a little bit above it, let's say, and I'm gonna be targeting 1-to-1 for my first take profit. And if this doesn't happen, then it is very possible that we see something like that. I'm not gonna be entering on that impulse, let's say over here, because I want to see this previous area get broken. Let me draw it a little bit better. So if I see something like that, or even beforehand, if I see something like that, then again I will be placing a pending order here, down here, with a stop loss, let's say a little bit below, and targeting 1-to-1 as my first target. Overall, we have a short bias once again, and again there is a possibility that this pair is gonna be consolidating, as we said, with EURUSD. So there is a possibility that we are going to be having many fake outs above and below the EMA, and then we will see impulses. If I don't see an impulse, I'm following price action. If I don't see an impulse, I'm not entering. If I don't see my patterns, I'm not predicting the market, I'm reacting to the market. I'm just explaining the various scenarios. This is something that all of you have to do, or at least you can watch my videos where I'm showing everything to you for free. And here we go to the daily chart. As you can see from the daily chart, again I have done my back testing. You can see over here for 1-to-1 risk to reward we have a great winning percentage, 61.2%. Anyways, I'm gonna be showing that on my next video because I have a very precious video coming. I'm deleting all of that. Here we can see, guys, that we have not broken this trend line. Of course, as with EURUSD, AUDUSD, GBPUSD also has USD as the second pair, hence it is very possible that now we're gonna be continuing with a downtrend. Nonetheless, let's become a little bit technical. From the daily chart, if I draw this line also, let's do it somehow like that, it is very possible that we are gonna be breaking above once again from the daily chart and continue with this overall uptrend. But let me delete all of these lines and I'm gonna get down to the 1 hour chart. Here on the 1 hour chart, guys, let's check out the overall trend. Of course, we are in a downtrend, as you can see over here. We are making lower highs and lower lows, but if I come closer on the very short term, like let's see, for the past 2 days we are in this uptrend. Again, we were able to capitalize on some of these moves, but over here I don't see clear price action. Of course, we came and tested this previous area. It is very possible that we are gonna be continuing with a downtrend. If we draw the EMA over here, the 50 EMA, let me delete those things now because I'm not trading with any of these trend lines. And if I see something like that, this will not be enough. Of course, I'm gonna see my flag pattern, this overall 1, 2, 3 move. Let me delete this one. This flag pattern, let's say, or at least 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna be placing the pending order back here. Another scenario is we are gonna be consolidating a little bit over here around these areas, a bit of fake out, a bit below, and then break above. Then I will be waiting for another here 1, 2, 3 if we consider this 1 and 2 and 3, and then I'm gonna be placing my pending order over here. Now the thing is, this 3, the third leg, let's explain it once again, guys. This has to be impulsive. Okay, this is pretty much a scenario where I would be entering. We are on the 19th of February and probably we had taken this trade, I don't remember. You can see this movement. Of course, price action is not going to be very clear, and then we break above impulsively. And when I'm saying impulsively, I'm talking about those candles. You see, of course, we have a wick above them, but overall they're pretty impulsive. And with my rule, we would be entering around here with a stop loss, I think somewhere around here, and then we would target 1-to-1. This would be pretty simple, I think, to hit with a pending order? Yes, of course. 1-to-1 guys would be something like that already. In 4 hours you would be having your 1-to-1, which is not bad at all. So this is an impulse. You can see once again we have this leg 1, okay, 1, 2, 3. In this case we have 1 and the 2 is this pattern, and we have the 3 which is this one, and then we're placing the pending order above the previous area. These are the scenarios for GBPUSD, and I'm gonna be deleting all those lines. Let's go to GBPJPY. This was a break-even trade. I entered this trade around here, as you can see, not around here, exactly right here. Let me delete the Fibonacci tool. When this candlestick was forming, it was very late at night, and then I placed my stop loss somewhere over here that you can see. And hopefully, I said price is gonna be continuing, so price came back and stopped me with a very tiny profit over here, like 0.2%, which is not profit in my opinion. It's better than a loss, of course. So GBPJPY, again, pretty much the same with GBPUSD. As we can see, we are in this overall uptrend from the daily chart. Let's go down to the 1-hour chart. Here we are. The two charts are in complete agreement. Nonetheless, as you can see, we do not have impulsive moves over here. If you compare these movements, this one, or even this one that we capitalized on this one, if you compare these movements with this price action that we see over here, there are no impulses. We are moving within this channel, as you can see, and when we are moving into an ascending channel, guys, the most likely scenario is that we are gonna be breaking below it. This is not for sure, of course, but if this happens, we are gonna be placing our pending order right here, and then we will go. Another scenario, of course, is that we will keep moving like that, and boom, price is gonna break impulsively. If this happens, I consider the channel to have been broken on the upside, and of course, price is telling us that we will be continuing with this uptrend, at least in the short term. And again, I'm gonna be placing my pending order right here. Okay, guys, pretty simple. Let's delete all of that stuff, move down to EURJPY. This was another trade, and I did not place this trade myself because I took this trade on GBPJPY, the one that I showed you. Since I was in GBPJPY, there was no reason to risk and enter EURJPY, because if I would lose the one trade, more than likely I would be losing the second trade, because they have JPY as a common currency, as you can see over here. Nonetheless, I would have hit my 1-to-1 pretty easily, as we can see over here. Again, from the daily chart, we are in this overall uptrend. These lines I have drawn because I'm backtesting this currency pair with my new strategy. So we are over here. Nonetheless, we can see that here, more than likely, price is gonna find some form of resistance. Let's move down to the 1-hour chart. So guys, we are down in the 1-hour chart. Let's say that the EMA is doing something like that. One scenario is that since we have this pattern forming over here, we're gonna break impulsively above it. And again, guys, I don't care that there is a resistance on the daily chart. If I see an impulsive break above this pattern, I'm placing a pending order down here. Another scenario is we're gonna be doing something like that, and boom, break underneath it. 1, 2, 3, bam, down. And I'm gonna be placing my pending order right here for a sell. Simple as that. I'm deleting everything and moving down to AUDJPY. And let's move on to the daily chart. We are in a very clear uptrend once again. But here, guys, we can argue that on the daily chart, we can see something like a head and shoulders pattern. You see that? 1, 2, 3 forming, which is testing this previous shoulder. So more than likely, we're gonna be dropping down now. Okay, from the daily chart. And then I'm gonna be switching down to the 1-hour chart, deleting all these annoying drawings. And again, from the 1-hour chart, we can see that price could not break above this previous area, and there is no momentum anymore to the upside. So it is very likely that for this pair, we are seeing a downtrend. It's very likely that we are gonna be seeing something like that, and choppy price action, and boom. And then I'm gonna be placing the pending order here. An example of an impulsive candle is, for example, this candle. This does not fulfill the criteria, of course, because what did we say? We wanna see 1, 2, 3 below and then enter here. Okay, this is an example that I can see over here. Probably we had entered in this one. I don't remember once again. Boom, here guys. You can see this would be a very nice example because we have this impulse, then we have the 2, and then we have the 3. Of course we have a very large wick as you can see over here, but we have an overall very strong downtrend. We would be placing our pending order with my rule somewhere around here, the stop loss let's say here, take profit 1-to-1 immediately, and then you can extend your take profits. Of course the other scenario once again is that we are doing that and we are breaking impulsively, immediately placing the pending order here and then let the price go. USDJPY guys, as you can see over here, yeah, this is the only trade that we lost. I said we would be entering right here, and I said it of course before the trade formed. We were right here exactly when I called the trade, somewhere right here, and I said I'm entering over here. I think we were here actually, and I called this trade, but unfortunately look what happened. Almost hit the 1-to-1, and then we got stopped out, and then price went to the upside, and we would have hit way more than 1-to-1. Of course I would have closed partial profits here, but you see this went up to 5.5-to-1. This was the only losing trade that I called out on my Instagram. And let's go over here, delete those lines. Let's go to the daily chart once again. We saw that we broke this previous area over here, and we have some time until we hit this previous area over here, because if I switch down to the 1 hour chart, there is some space here that we can capitalize on. Of course, I don't care about these areas, I'm just indicating what I'm thinking over here. In the short term, we have this uptrend, we have a fake out below the EMA on the 1 hour time frame, and as I can see over here, if I draw those lines, this is the perfect flag pattern. It is very likely that we see something like that above, then placing the pending order over here, and then we go. Or we can of course, let's draw the 50 EMA, we can of course see something like that, a fake out, a wick above, and then price continues downwards. Let's extend this one, okay, consolidates a bit, breaks below, and we see that. Then we are in once again over here. Okay guys, these are the likely scenarios that I'm gonna be watching for on USDJPY and USDCAD, the last pair I'm gonna be showing over here. Let's go to the daily chart. We are of course in this overall downtrend, undoubtedly. Here we can see we are making lower lows and lower highs, of course. And let's switch back to the 1 hour chart. Let's delete this line and also this line over here. The 1 hour chart is where I'm entering the trades. So here we saw that we broke this small uptrend that we were forming. Of course, we broke below this channel, and now we are in a second channel, as we can see over here. We don't have strong and clear impulses, so I wouldn't be entering anywhere near this price action. But again, let me zoom in, because we might be able to capitalize in some of these movements. So now price is doing that. If I would be seeing something like that, I will be entering over here, of course. Okay, it's that simple, guys. Or if I will be seeing something, let's make this one like that, and an impulse, I'm gonna be entering right here. And it is that simple. You don't need to overcomplicate things. This is the analysis. And one more thing that I want to say, guys, for pairs like this one, where I also called this trade and we won the 1-to-1, as I showed in my Instagram, for these pairs that I have on purple, if I see a pin bar rejecting the 50 EMA, then I'm entering a trade. So in this occasion, it would be something like that, with a stop loss, of course, somewhere right here. The 1-to-1 was hit. If you enter over here, don't place your stop loss above there, 86 pips. Probably if you want to enter here, then you would have a fixed stop loss, let's say something like that. This is another easy way to enter the trades. Of course, the likelihood of you winning a trade like that is lower, but still in the long run, if you have backtested it, it should be giving positive results. Let's move to my Instagram account, where I suggest that you follow me, because I'm calling out many trades. Okay, this is from the previous week. This is something that I said, if this happens, I'm gonna enter, but price moved downwards. Here I said cut JPY 1 hour time frame, just shorted cut JPY, weak rejection of the 50 EMA and the pin bar. I entered right here and I said it beforehand immediately actually, and here I hit profits 1-to-1 risk to reward. Okay, then let's move on to GBP NZD. If it leaves a pin bar like this one after the close of the hour rejecting the 50 EMA, I am in for a short trade targeting 1-to-1 risk to reward, 1 hour time frame. Again, I entered, it's the same trade you can see over here, and we won the 1-to-1. Pretty simple. Here, I said just entered a buy trade with only 0.5% risk on USDJPY. Again, this is why I entered only with 0.5%. I knew it was a risky trade. This is the only trade that we lost. And you can see somewhere here, I called that we lost it. It is over here, lost minus 0.5%. As you can see here, I called another trade, also entering GBPUSD for short trade with pending order over here. I placed my pending order a little bit later on. There we go. We won this trade. And another one, guys, let's go over here. GBP NZD update, closed 3 out of the 5 standard lots, placed stop loss a bit above break even and probably targeting 10-to-1. Okay, and of course this never happened. EURUSD, yeah, this is a trade that I didn't call on my Instagram, but I was also into this trade. Of course, I want to see more interaction from you guys on my Instagram page. Let's make it grow. I will be calling the trades I'm entering beforehand, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are tired of being stopped out to the peep many times, then you can check out the very legit broker IC Markets that I will leave the link down in the description. They are super legit and regulated, and they offer a raw spread trading account. So let's say that we are in an occasion like this one, this would be a trade for me. I think I took this trade also. So if I would have my stop loss right here and take profit whatever, most of you would be stopped out right here, but not with a raw spread trading account, because there are no spreads. By registering on IC Markets, you will also support the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Again, feel free to like the video and subscribe for more free educational content. This is gonna do it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Until next time.